We are here to go ahead with our bio section. So I'm Dr. Anuradha and I take care of your biology. Basically, when we talk about bio, many people, many students, they misunderstand bio for only getting a degree called as DR. Of course, those students who are interested in going ahead with medicine, for them to add a prefix called as DR before their name. It's compulsory to have bio in their curriculum. But not only that, uh, there is much more that can be explored by this particular subject. There are students who want to make a career in medicine. There are students who want to make a career in research. There are few others who want to go ahead with something called as biotechnology or genetic engineering, or some want to pursue PhDs, and so and so. So many a times what happens is you're really not sure whether to go ahead with bio or should we not take bio for those students who are going ahead with engineering and allied subjects. But let me tell you all that today I'll be just giving you all a brief idea about what is NEET and how is bio also correlated with your HC curriculum. Okay, so firstly, I'll explain the things to you all, and then whatever doubts are there in your mind, you all are free to ask me. Chat box is yours. You can ask whatever doubts are there in your mind. We can clear them as well. So the very first thing is, uh, I'll go with NEET first. So NEET is going to be associated with an entrance exam, which has to be qualified for entering into your medical career. So now we have got only one exam which is conducted all over the nation, that is NEET. Uh, Generally, it used to be conducted in the first week of May, but the havoc that has been created by uh, the so-called Corona, uh, these all exams have been postponed. But anyways, what exactly is NEET? Just quickly, I'll give you an idea about it. NEET will be having your physics, chemistry, and bio, which are three mandatory subjects. And out of the total marks that the exam is going to be conducted, 50% of the weightage is given to your bio. So the marks that are going to be, there for NEET exam is going to be 720 marks. The exam is of 720 marks, out of which 360 marks bio is going to be given the weightage. So 50% of the weightage is given to bio. Now, what about physics and chem? So physics will be your 180 marks and chemistry would be 180 marks and bio would be 360 marks. So in totality, your paper will be of 720 marks. This exam is going to be your multiple choice question exam, that is MCQ paper pattern is going to be followed. And as of now, it's pen and paper and it's not online. But we really don't know, looking at the current scenario, at any given moment, जैसे कि जेई आपकी ऑनलाइन एग्जाम होती है अभी, वैसे नीट कभी भी वो लोग ऑनलाइन करने की सोच सकते हैं, बट एज ऑफ नाउ इट इज स्टिल योर पेन एंड पेपर एग्जाम. ओके, now what why do we have to give NEET? अगर हम नीट देते हैं तो we will qualify for what all things. So if we uh, clear our NEET exam, then we can get admissions into medical colleges for the different streams like MBBS, BDS. BDS is dental. BAMS, that is Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medical Sciences. BDS is Bachelor of Dental Sciences. MBBS, you all know what is MBBS already, right? So MBBS, BDS, BAMS, BHMS, which includes your homeopathy. Then you have got something called as physiotherapy. So even if you want to make a career in physiotherapy, yes, then this is, like you will have to clear your NEET exam. Then there is something called as veterinary sciences. So you know what is veterinary science, I guess? That is taking care of the animal world. And Also, like, there is naturopathy, etc. There are many. So these all will come under your need banner. Apart from that, if a person wants to make a career in pharma, okay, so if you are any one of you all are interested in going ahead with pharma, then you have to appear CET, that is MHCET, which will qualify you to enter into the pharma world. Sorry, what's your doubt, beta? Yes, my dear, you can surely pursue with this particular career, Nishant, right? Yes, yes, you can definitely go ahead with that, of course. But for this also, I'll come to this. Then we have got something called as research. Some students are interested into research, going ahead with research. So if you want to pursue your career in research, then there is an exam called as KVPY. That exam has to be cleared by you all. And then you can enter directly into the field of research after your 12th standard, right? Then some students want to go ahead with biotechnology and genetic engineering. So these two fields would be having four subjects which would be mandatory for you all in your board exams. Okay, so that will be physics, chemistry would remains common for medical also and for engineering also, right? Both the subjects remain common. But along with bio, these students have to take mathematics. Maths will be compulsory for the students who want to go ahead with genetic engineering or biotechnology and so on. Fine. But bio is also important and maths is also important for such students. Then you have got another option of going ahead with BSc graduation, MSc post graduation, and then PhD. That is also one more option that is open for all the science students. In that, you can have specializations in botany, zoology, microbiology, biochemistry, biophysics. So these are the other subjects which you can cover up after taking bio. Then there is something called as hotel management. Some students want to go ahead with hotel management. Whatever specialization in hotel management you go ahead with, but it's mandatory for you to have bio as a subject in your HSC result में आपका bio का column होना compulsory है बेटा. Okay, so some of you all may think of going ahead with hotel management, even still, bio is compulsory. Some want to go ahead with NDA, that is National Defense Academy. Even for these students, bio becomes compulsory. Okay, then there is something called as hospitality management. Yes, bio becomes compulsory. So nowadays, it's not only medicine that you have to, like you want to make a career in medicine, तो bio लेना है, ऐसा नहीं है बेटा. There are so many other such, allied subjects, and definitely all the subjects are giving good weightage. Okay, so each field, whatever is your liking, is going to be, of course, you have selected the career because you like that particular stream. So it is, of course, going to be very challenging and very satisfying as well. But to go into that particular phase, what is our base? Our base should be very, very strong. And the base for this is going to be your 11th and 12th standard syllabus of biology. Okay, got it? Yeah. What are you asking me, beta? For entering NEET college, we also need board marks. See, I'll tell you, I'll talk about that. Sure, I'll tell you. Who's this? Shwet? Yeah, I'll tell you, beta. I'll tell you. See, what happens is, as there is a rule for engineering admissions, there is no such rule for medical admissions. If you are to make a career in medicine, any allied, streams of medicine, uh, the criteria for your board exams percentage is 50%. So minimum 50% you should be getting in your boards. Then you are eligible to enter into any medical college. Okay, if your NEET score is good. So predominantly they look at your NEET score. Fine. They look at your NEET score, and along with the NEET score, your eligibility criteria would be your HSC board or whatever, I mean, whatever 12th standard exams you want to give, that particular result should be at least 50% marks is the criteria for eligibility into medical colleges. And if you want to go into microbiology or you want to go ahead with biochemistry or biophysics, then your 12th standard board marks are of utmost importance. Okay, but believe me, like once you are with us, and you will be taught bio in such a way that कोई भी एग्जाम्स आने तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, हमें सब आता है, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस आराम से आ जाएगा बेटा कि आई नो एवरीथिंग, forget about what exam you want to go ahead with. Okay, so the subject won't be taught from a particular exam point of view only. It will be taught as a subject wherein you will be in the capacity to write your board papers very efficiently. It will be in the capacity to clear your NEET exams with very good marks. You can even clear your KVPY exams, which I mentioned for research, and even your life sciences, that is pure science. Like if anyone wants to make a career with botany, zoology, microbiology, biochemistry, whatever, those also things can be cleared very easily along with pharma. So what is the base of all these different exams? What is the base of it? The base is very simple. That is the 38 chapters which would be taught to you in 11th plus 12th. Okay, so it's a 2-year curriculum. 2 साल का ये हमारा कोर्स है, और ये 2 साल के कोर्स में क्या होता है बेटा, ये 2 साल के कोर्स में आपको टोटल 38 चैप्टर्स जो आपके सिलेबस में है वो पढ़ाए जाते हैं. So your entire 11th plus 12th will be having 38 chapters of bio. Well, what exactly would be bio, divided into for your 11th and 12th curriculum? कौन कैसे हमने उसको divide किया है? So I'll talk a little bit on that. Yeah, what is your doubt, my dear? So for BTech, we have to give me, yeah. So if you want to go ahead with BTech, then you will have to give your engineering exam, that is your JE exam, but your board's ka result should have, bio, if you're going ahead with any of the engineering associated with bio, like biotechnology, environmental technology, और this अपना जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग, अगर ये आपके बीटेक के इसमें आपको उसमें अगर जाना है तो ओके, अगर आप मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहते हो या केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहते हो या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स करना चाहते हो, देन देयर इज नो नीड, then there is no need. Okay, but if you are heading forward with some or the other engineering stream that is associated with biology, you'll be appearing for JEE, but you will be having bio as a subject in your books. Is it clear, my dear? So if your plans are completely defined, how the things, how I want to go ahead within my career, then you can make a clear-cut distinction. Nahi, I want to go for, say, engineering. I want to go for electronics. Okay, if you want to go for electronics, of course, it is nothing to, it's not mandatory to have bio. Okay, but if you want to go ahead with environmental engineering, or nowadays you have got so many different engineering में ही कितने सारे allied subjects है. So if you want to go ahead with something like that way, then of course, like just 2 years before, one of my students, she went ahead with environmental engineering. So for that, she had to take bio and she had to give JEE. Okay, so that is how you have to, if your plans are ready, in your mind, fine. Now, as I said, what exactly we will be, doing in this 2 years, how the bio syllabus has been, divided into 4 different subtopics, I would say. So the first subtopic is, of course, going to be bio hai, so human physiology, right? It will be having human physiology and human anatomy. So सिर से लेकर पैर तक क्या क्या है बेटा? What are the different systems that are there in our body? Can you all tell me? Chalo, try to just tell me this. Which are the different systems that are there in our body? Anything that you know. Circulatory, very good. Akanksha, Vidhi, yeah, my dear, very nice. Yes. Nervous system, very good. Circular, respiratory, nervous. Chalo, uske alawa koi, apart from that, anyone? Reproductive system, very nice. Very nice, yes. Digestive system, correct. Then, yes, of course. Excretory system, very good, beta. Very good. Yes, 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 yes. And there's one more. Can anyone help me out with that? There's one more. Aha, very nice. Who's this? Kushbu. Correct, my dear. Bilkul correct. Bilkul correct. I was waiting for this answer only. Khushbu has given the answer. Excellent. Yes. So that's endocrine system. That is your hormonal system. So head to toe, we have got these systems, present in our body. So obviously, bio है तो इधर से इधर हमको पढ़ना ही है. Head to toe, whatever systems are there, we have to go ahead with the learning of them, right? So that will make the base for the students who are actually going ahead with pure medicine. Okay, and we'll be dealing in detail with all the systems, whichever you all have only answered correctly. And that will make up your human physiology and human anatomy as one of the pillars of bio. Okay. The next pillar will be associated with home. Now, like the way we all are living, and we have to study our living, systems. Who else is living? जिसके systems हमें पढ़ने होते हैं apart from animals and humans, which is yes, very nice. Yes, Prisha, Kansha, Khushbu, my dear, correct, correct, correct. So the next pillar would be of course having plant systems, right? Plant system है, तो plant के बारे में भी हमें ऐसी थोड़ी detailing करनी है. Now you know what? Majority of the students ना, like those who are heading for medicine, उनकी बात कर रही हूँ मैं. They'll always argue with us. We teachers से वो हमेशा एक argument होती है कि मिस हमें क्यों चाहिए ये प्लांट के बारे में हम क्या करेंगे, what is the use of it, like we are going to go ahead with something different which is not associated at all with the plants, and why are we like have to even think about the plants and their systems and their organizations and all. This is a common complaint that comes to us. Fine. But my dears, you know what, like how the plant physiology is going to help you all. Something like I'll give you an example, so it'll be easy for you to understand the role of plants. Okay. See, when you, I mean, all of you all, I guess all of you all, you would be, capable of riding a bicycle. सबको आता है साइकिल चलाना आता है सबको कि नहीं, है ना? या आई नो ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, तुम लोग बोलेगे मैं साइकिल क्या, हम तो बाइक भी चलाते हैं, ऐसे आजकल के तुम बच्चे हो, है ना? But yeah, of course, you all know how to balance yourself on a bicycle. But tell me one thing, my dears, कि when the first day when you were made to sit on the bicycle, आपके पेरेंट्स ने आपको ऐवी छोड़ दिया था क्या? जाओ जाओ जाओ, चला के लेके आओ, ऐसे हो गया था क्या? कि कुछ ट्रेनिंग दिया था, मम्मा ने पीछे से पकड़ा था, पापा ने पकड़ा था, भाई ने पकड़ा था, बहन ने पकड़ा था, ऐसा कुछ किया था कि सीधा बिठा के बोला चल चला, ऐसा कुछ हुआ था? डायरेक्टली बोला बोला था, पकड़ा था ना? एग्ज़ैक्टली। तो ना माय डियर, देखिए आपको पहले-पहले पकड़ा था, फिर बाजू में वो क्या कहते हैं उसको, ऐसे ऑब्लिक सपोर्ट्स होते हैं ना, वो भी लगाए होंगे। बिकॉज़ ऑलवेज़ पेरेंट्स को क्या डर होता है, हाँ, या पेरेंट्स को क्या डर होता है, मेरा बच्चा गिरना नहीं चाहिए, उसको साइक्लिंग तो आनी चाहिए लेकिन वो गिरना नहीं चाहिए। केयर होती है कि नहीं? एक ये होता है कि नहीं पेरेंट्स को? तो वो साइड सपोर्ट्स लगाते हैं, साइड सपोर्ट्स निकालने के बाद आपको पकड़ के ऐसे चलाने को मतलब ये करते हैं, एंड देन व्हेन दे फील दैट यस नाउ माय चाइल्ड इज कैपेबल ऑफ बैलेंसिंग हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ ऑन द बाइसिकल, फिर एक दिन चुपके से पीछे से आपको छोड़ देते हैं। आपको क्या लगता है, माय डैड हैज स्टिल लाइक held me, my mama is holding me still, my bhai is there to take care of me, my sister is there to take care of me, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my god, I'm riding on my own, I don't need anyone's help now. You see your whoever is training you, आप उनको सामने खड़े देखते हो, and then that particular like feeling of oh my god, now I can do these things on my own. फिर आगे चल के आप एक हाथ छोड़ के चलाते हो, दो हाथ छोड़ के चलाते हो, वो बात अलग है. That is your like stunts that you're doing on your own, which should not be done again. But still, but in the very beginning you needed support, you needed help, you needed training, right? So your botany section or your plant section is exactly like that way, जिसकी इम्पोर्टेंस आपको कब समझ में आएगी, जब आप हायर स्टैंडर्ड्स की स्टडीज करने को स्टार्ट करोगे. दिस इज योर सपोर्ट सिस्टम. This is going to help you to actually understand the concepts and make your brain trained for a particular activity. So botany is also equally important, though it is not directly associated with the students who are heading for medicine, but it is also equally important with them. So the second pillar of our bio is going to be plant physiology. Okay. So first is animal physiology or human physiology. Second is plant physiology. The third pillar of our curriculum is going to be associated with genetics. So I think some of you all would be having this word known to you all. मेंडल अंकल की बात याद है किसी को? है आपको कभी मेंडल अंकल? मैं अंकल क्यों बोल रही हूँ? Yeah, beta, correct. Pea plant. Why am I using this word uncle na? Because we are very close to our uncles generally, है ना? तो ये जो मेंडल है, मेंडल भाई साहब जो है, ये जो अंकल है हमारे मेंडल जी, उनको हमें बहुत अच्छी तरह से उन्होंने जो पढ़ाया है, बताया है, उसको बहुत अच्छी तरह से पढ़ना पड़ता है, बिकॉज़ 12th स्टैंडर्ड सिलेबस का 60% ऑफ योर पोर्शन इज मेंडेलियन जेनेटिक्स, मॉर्गेनियन जेनेटिक्स एंड बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. So, because of 60% your portion associated with genetics, we have a very huge pillar of genetics that we have to study in detail for your 12th standard syllabus. Okay, so first was human physiology, second is plant physiology, third is genetics, right? And the fourth and the last pillar that we have to know is something associated with which you have already known since so many years. You already are aware of these facts for so many years. आप फिफ्थ सिक्स में थे ना, तभी से आप ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो. आपके लोअर स्टैंडर्ड्स में ईवीएस करके कुछ था? Did you had a subject called as EVS, environmental studies? Exactly, बच्चा. वही यहाँ पर repeat है. The fourth pillar is EVS. That is, it's associated with environment, it's associated with ecology. So we only have got four, broad classifications of the 38 chapters that we have to study under bio. So it's going to be from human physiology, plant physiology, genetics, and ecology. Okay. So your 11th and 12th syllabus is only these four things that we'll be going ahead with. Okay. Now, whatever we are going to go ahead, how are we going to progress, how are we going to proceed, हम कैसे इसको complete करने वाले हैं. So the portion will be completed not in, we just say 2 years of togetherness. We'll be together for 2 years, but not for only learning purpose. The portion will get completed quite early, and then we'll have revisions and re-revisions. Okay. The revisions and re-revisions are very important, and they are the ones who will actually help you all crack your aim, crack your goals. Okay. So how is, like, why it is possible? So it is possible because, see, firstly, let me tell you all, like, I was the HOD at Akash Institute. So you have heard about Akash. So AESL, as we call it, Akash Educational this limited company, which is a very renowned name. So I was working as head of the department in Akash for several years. Then even I was the HOD at PACE, and the entire western line of PACE, that is Grant Road, Dadar, Dadar PACE, Grant Road PACE, Andheri PACE, Borivali PACE, and Vasai PACE. All the 5 branches were under me that time, and every time, like, whenever we used to teach the students, many a times the students used to give us some feedback saying ki, miss, this was very nice, this is very good, but this should have been like this way, no, it would have been all the more easy. ये ऐसे कुछ हमें सजेशंस आते थे, पेरेंट्स से आते थे, स्टूडेंट्स से आते थे. हमें खुद को भी लगता था कि दिस इज नॉट द वे, इसकी जगह पर अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो इट वुड हैव बीन बेटर. ऐसा हमें भी एक फीलिंग आती थी. मतलब कैसा होता था कि एक करिकुलम दिया जाता है, एक पढ़ाना, क्या पढ़ाना है उसके मॉड्यूल्स दिए जाते हैं, टेक्सचुअल कंटेंट होता है, मेनी थिंग्स ऑफ कोर्स. बट क्या होता है ना बेटा, कोई भी सिस्टम, मतलब कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूट कोई बुरी नहीं होती है, लेकिन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज, यू कैन नॉट रीच टू चेंज द थिंग्स दैट वी कैन चेंज. हमारे हाथ में नहीं होता है वो. सो इफ वी वांट टू चेंज एनीथिंग, अगर कोई सिस्टम हमें बराबर नहीं लग रही है, या जो कोई सजेशंस हमारे पास आ रहे हैं और हम उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहते हैं, So we cannot do it directly. Why? Because we are just faculty. We are just, going to teach. So nothing is there in our hands to change anything that is really good for the students also. So I was a bit not like not satisfied, satisfaction उतना नहीं मिलता था कि यार ये गलत हो रहा है, ये ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. But we can't change it. Why we can't change it? Because we are faculties. Then you have to have that hierarchical system. You have to first mail it to so and so person of the HR department. Then he will look into it. Then he'll send it to his boss. Then he'll send it to the main boss. So it used to go via, and then it used to be very difficult to actually change the content. Okay. And many a times, like those suggestions used to directly go into the dustbins. No one bothered to even look at it. It was just as a formality that is taken. But that was the system which I was like I won't say suffered, but I went through. Okay. And then one fine day I thought कि यार ये system से मुझे बाहर निकलना है. And then we thought of like coming up with this masterclass plan. And the best thing over here that we could do is, it's our own baby. Masterclass is our own baby, and we are only teaching. हम ही आपको पढ़ा रहे हैं और वो हमारा ही है क्लास. तो अगर कुछ भी ऐसे सजेशंस है या ऐसे कुछ भी है ना, तो हमें किसी को पूछना नहीं है, हमें कहीं जाना नहीं है. यू गेट मी? सो उधर के उधर ही हम इमीडिएटली वी कैन टेक अ कॉल एंड वी कैन डेफिनेटली डू द नीडफुल. राइट? सो इट्स ऑलवेज लाइक जो एक्सपीरियंस हम लेके आए हैं, लाइक लास्ट 20 years आई एम into this field of teaching. Basically, like I love teaching. So last 20 years, I'm creating, many not only doctors but good professions as well. So what happens is, here we could, like come to do something which we had thought of doing it many years before, but we couldn't do there. So how is the curriculum that we have planned for you all is a very systematic approach. So when you were in your ninth standard, only ninth standard syllabus was taught to you. Then when you went to 10th standard, only 10th standard syllabus was taught to you, right? So that particular way of teaching है ना, एक fit होती है mind में अपने. हमारे माइंड में, हमारे दिमाग में वो जो सिस्टम है ना बेटा, वो फिट हो जाती है कि हमें जो 11th में है वो 11th में पढ़ाएंगे, जो 12th में वो 12th में पढ़ाएंगे. सो इधर हमने थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन किया है. देयर आर सर्टेन चैप्टर्स which are there in your 11th, and there are certain chapters which are there in your 12th which are connected to each other. Okay, understood? So what we have done is, to get the connectivity and to make the topic easier for you all to understand, we will like teach you as a subject कि for example circulation जो chapter है अपना heart वाला, that is a part of your 12th standard syllabus. Okay, but excretion जो है kidney से related वाला, it is there in your 11th standard syllabus. Okay, so then if I teach you only 11th and then when I go to teach you in 12th, you have already like volatile हो जाता है 11th का syllabus. तो 12th में जब आके, अभी देखिए उल्टा है, पहले सर्कुलेशन होना चाहिए, उसके बाद एक्सक्रीशन, है ना? करेक्ट, पहले डाइजेशन होगा फिर एक्सक्रीशन होगा, राइट? तो उस सिस्टमैटिकली हमने उसको ऐसे अरेंज किया है और आपको उसी सिस्टमैटिक वे से पढ़ाया जाएगा. लेट इट बी एनिमल फिजियोलॉजी, let it be plant, let it be genetics, or let it be ecology. So all will be interconnected and it will be taught to you. Of course, every time whenever I'll start a particular chapter or a topic, I'll definitely give the introduction, whether it's a syllabus of 11th standard or 12th standard and so on. Fine. So in this way, your 11 12 के इसमें हम बार बार है ना 38 chapters पे focus कर रही हूँ. I'm not saying 26 of 11th and 22 of 12th. I'm saying 38 as a cumulative figure मैं आपको दे रही हूँ, right? So in this way, we'll be progressing ahead and we'll make each and every topic connected. When you get connected, it becomes very easy. You understand the whole of it, right? Yes. So this is how we are going to go ahead, or we are going to progress it. Yeah, there are a few questions. What are the job options in the field of zoology and wildlife biology? Basically, you can go into research. Then you can even go ahead with getting a job for any of the colleges as professors or lecturers or something like that way. or even there are many नेशनल जोग्राफिक है, डिस्कवरी है, आपने देखे होंगे ये सारे चैनल्स है ना, उधर भी इसकी बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड होती है. They always prefer people from this particular background. Okay. Yeah. What is your doubt, beta? I need to give, need to become. Yes, my dear. For marine biology, you have to have bio. You need not give NEET. For going ahead with marine biology, you need not give NEET. NEET is only for, as I said, if you want, I can, just give you. I'll give you one thing. Yeah, I'll come back to your question. Who is this, Janvi? I'll come back to your question, beta. Who is this, Pratham? Yeah. Which reference book should we refer for better understanding of concepts? Yeah, a very good question, my dear. Pratham, a very good question. Rather, I would be, coming to that point. I was about to come to that point. Firstly, for clearing your entire 38 chapters to understanding, the two books which you should have with you all is NCERT textbook, जिसको हम दिल्ली बोर्ड बोलते हैं ना बेटा. So you should have NCERT textbook, and you should have your Maharashtra state government textbook, which is your HSC textbook. So these two textbooks are of prime importance. They have to be with you all. And as far as other reference books are concerned, you need not buy any reference books, because we'll be providing you with all the notes, whichever are important topics, extra points which are not covered in your textbooks will be given to you all ready made. So you need not buy any reference books. Okay. For solving purpose and all, we will only give you some extra books for solving the questions or something. But as being brought from the market, you need not buy anything, because everything will be given to you all ready made. Fine. As far as your practice is concerned, your MCQs are concerned, your exams are concerned, we have got a system of DAT and VAT, that is DAT and WAT. DAT stands for daily test. It's going to be your daily test, and VAT is going to be your weekly analysis test. So daily analysis and weekly analysis. So what is, these tests that you would be giving? I've got last 20 years के previous years question papers. Last 20 years के papers मेरे पास है, and I ensure that all of you would be appearing these DAT and VAT and solve those previous years questions. So you need not buy any book which is having PYQs. PYQs is previous years questions, because it will be given to you all. In these exams, in this tests, now we'll be providing you with all the different type of questions that can be asked and which have been asked previously. Okay, so don't worry about the reference books at all. But NCERT and Maharashtra state government textbooks, जिसको हम HSC textbook कहते हैं, या I abbreviate it as GTB. GTB is government textbook. So you can have these two books only. Okay. Yeah, what you want to become a zoologist and marine biologist together? You can actually, because nowadays this option is open with the new education policy, that you can have two subjects simultaneously taken up for your graduation. So yes, you can take up these two subjects and you can have the degree for both. This has been now provided under the new education policy. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back to, okay, for CET exam, will the portion be same? Yes, my dear, the portion is going to be the same for all the exams. So that's what I said, that you would be able to give NEET, you'll be able to give CET, you'll be able to give your board exams, you'll be able to give KVPY exams, everything you would be able to give if you attend the lectures and understand the things. Okay. So yes, even CET will be covered in this discussion itself, in our lectures itself. Fine. Okay. Then 1 minute. I want to do MBBS. Can I take PCMB? I know maths is not compulsory, but I can do that. Yes, of course you can do that. Who has stopped you from taking maths? Go ahead with maths. Maths is a scoring subject. If you are good at maths, definitely you can take maths. But others who feel maths difficult, for them there is an option. You can drop maths and you can take psychology. So those who are having difficulty in maths, leave it. Those who want to go ahead with maths, of course, go ahead with maths, no problem. And one more thing which I would like to add on to this, some students take up maths because they feel it will help them to, clear their physics. Okay, physics के लिए maths easy हो जाएगा करके they feel. Of course, that's one particular thing. But better if it is going to be very like some people don't or they can't manage with maths in the school level itself. So if they find it very difficult, then our Gaurav sir is there to take care of your physics, and he is so efficient that he'll give you short tricks. He'll give you, like all the different ways, and he'll make it happen. Okay, but अगर मैथ्स आपका ओके है तो प्लीज गो अहेड विथ मैथ्स, इट्स अ स्कोरिंग सब्जेक्ट. Okay, yeah, what are the changes in 11th and 12th because of new education policy? Nothing. For 11th 12th there is nothing that has, made any changes, and it is not applicable to you all also. By the time it will be applicable, you will cross 3 years plus, 2 years plus. So as of now, when you will be giving your 12th board, there is no change for you all. For next 2 years there is no change. Okay, what will be in psychology? Psychology इतना पतला सा टेक्स्ट बुक है, समवेयर अराउंड 70 पेजेस का ऐसा स्टोरी बुक है. वो इतना पतला है, इतना पतला. 11th का भी इतना ही पतला, और 12th का तो उससे भी पतला है. It's just like a storytelling wala thing. You just have to read it and give the exams. And all the students get about 90, 95 out of 100 in psychology. It's simple है, बिल्कुल simple है. Okay, don't worry about psychology. Yeah, do you need to do computer science for being a genetic engineering? No, 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 not required, not required. Computer science is not associated with genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is purely associated with DNA. Okay. You want to become a neurologist, very nice, beta, but first you have to clear your MBBS. After clearing your seat, so first you have to clear your NEET, then enter into MBBS, then clear your MBBS, then give PG NEET. We are going to give UG NEET. UG is undergraduate NEET. PG is postgraduate NEET. So after post graduation in MBBS, you can give PG NEET, and after PG NEET का clearing, you can take your stream of interest, जो भी आपको करना है. तो अगर आपको न्यूरोलॉजी लेना है तो आपको पीजी नीट देनी पड़ेगी आफ्टर एमबीबीएस का क्लियरिंग. ठीक है. Yeah, 11th we need to take a foundation course for maths. It will be better if you take a foundation course for maths, because that is going to be very simple type of maths which will definitely help you all in physics solving. So surely you can go ahead with foundation course for maths. It will be helpful. Yeah, what's your doubt? Can we give NEET and then study abroad? Yeah, you can give NEET, but study abroad ke liye, there's another exam that will be giving apart from NEET. Because to go abroad, you should have additional exam, SAT exam to be given. Okay, so that is an additional exam. Yeah. Is there a different process for getting into AFMC other than MBBS colleges? No, my dears. Earlier, they used to conduct their own AFMC exams, that is Armed Forces exams. But nowadays, the admission to AFMC colleges is again through NEET results itself. So they are not going to take any other entrance exam for you all. But if you want to go for AFMC, and if you qualify for AFMC, there is going to be something called as a physical test. So there are certain criteria that you should not have specs, your height should be this much, your weight should be this much. So those particular criteria are there, which comes under your physical qualification. But your theoretical qualification, they have stopped taking AFMC exams. It's through NEET itself. So you clear NEET and you can opt for, see, after you clear NEET, then there are preferences of colleges that you have to fill up. ओके, प्रेफरेंसेस होते हैं कि आपको कौन से कॉलेज में आप कहाँ जाना चाहते हो, कौन सा प्रेफरेंस आप लेना चाहते हो. इन दैट यू हैव टू देन गिव द एएफएमसी कॉलेज के नाम, देन यू विल गेट अ सीट ओवर देयर इफ यू आर क्वालिफाइंग. ओके, you can do MD abroad, but you will have to give the exam. Okay, आपको एग्जाम देनी पड़ेगी. For BPharm is only CET compulsory? Yes, my dear. As of now, for BPharm, CET is compulsory. But there are things that are under the carpet which may anytime declare that even pharma comes under NEET qualifications only. So they are going on with this particular, type of discussions as well. So we don't know. As of now, yes. After 2 years, we don't. Okay. And this is the only. Then does the NEET and JEE exam add to the portfolio if I want to study abroad? Yes, they do add. They do add. Preference would be given to these students. Okay. Okay. Then the process is again the same. There are qualifying exams. Which question was this? I will just tell you. Okay. Bhumi, right? Yeah. So the process is going to be the same. There is going to be your cutoff, and your 12th standard board marks are going to be important for this particular exam as well. Fine. Got it? Yeah. So this is in general, which I'm saying. Have I missed anyone's questions in between? Because many questions were coming, so I hope I have not missed anyone. Okay. Then the next thing that I would like to, I had told someone that I'll come back to your question and I forgot altogether. Hmm. Yeah. Should I revise 8th and 9th standard concepts for basic understanding? My dears, this is my way of, like, okay, a very nice question which I wanted someone to ask because uh, I also had faced this particular problem. See, what happens is when I was in 11th standard, that time when teachers used to teach me, the way I was taught was uh, this you have been taught in 8th standard. You should remember this. I won't repeat this thing. This is very basic. This thing has been taught to you in 9th standard. How can you not know this? How did you come to 11th standard? किसने तुमको पास कराया? है ना? ऐसे वाले कमेंट्स आते थे, फिर बहुत डर लगता था कि यार सच में मुझे तो कुछ भी याद नहीं है। एंड टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, जब हम 8th 9th में होते हैं, 8th में होते हैं, 9th में होते हैं ना, तो आर लुकिंग एट द सिलेबस इज गेटिंग मार्क्स, राइट? आई वांट टू गेट मार्क्स, आई वांट टू गेट बेस्ट मार्क्स, मुझे बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स मिलने चाहिए। तो आई एम मोर ऑफ मार्क्स सेंट्रिक rather than syllabus centric, rather than understanding the concept, I'm mugging up the things in such a way कि नहीं मुझे बेस्ट मार्क्स आने चाहिए। सो आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज थिंक यार मैंने कल क्या खाना खाया मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, और ये मैडम बोल रही है मुझे कि 3-4 साल पहले का मुझे याद आना चाहिए, तो ये क्या है यार, मतलब हाउ कैन वी। फिर घर जाके, एंड दैट टाइम वी डिड नॉट हैव गूगल बाबा। नाउअडेज यू हैव गॉट गूगल बाबा विद योर, बाबा जी सबको पास करते हैं, है ना? तो हमारे टाइम पे तो गूगल बाबा थे नहीं इतने साल पहले। तो यूज्ड टू रियली फील वेरी बैड, एंड फिर बुक्स निकालो, कोई दूसरे हमारे फ्रेंड्स है लोअर स्टैंडर्ड्स में, तो उनके पास से बुक्स लो, अगेन रिवाइज द कंटेंट सो दैट एटलीस्ट आई रिकलेक्ट और आई अंडरस्टैंड एटलीस्ट व्हाट शी इज सेइंग इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। So I had faced this. So I don't want my students to face this. So I'll never ever say this in my life to any of the students. So how do I teach? I teach everything from scratch. मैं पूरा स्क्रैच से पढ़ाती हूँ आपको, एज इफ मैं ऐसे एज्यूम करती हूँ ना कि आपको कुछ भी पता नहीं है। आप बायो आपके लाइफ में फर्स्ट टाइम अटेंड कर रहे हो, इस हिसाब से मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगी बेटा। सो इफ यू रिवाइज इट्स ओके, बट इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव टू वरी, आई विल बी टीचिंग यू एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम एबीसीडी ऑफ बायोलॉजी। So don't worry about that. That is my, zimmedari. That is my onus. I take that onus of making you all understand everything, even that was there in your 7th, 8th, if it is connected with our 11th, 12th syllabus. So don't take the tension about that. Okay. Yeah. How many marks are needed in need to get admission in government colleges? Yes, my dear Vidhi. This is a question which is something not sure about. You know why? Because nowadays the entire system is based on percentile, and according to the percentile calculations, the seats are given. But to be on the safer side, what would be a sure shot benchmark for you all to enter into the NEET, into the medical government colleges of Mumbai, if you say, then it is somewhere around, out of 720, your score should be somewhere around 630, 640 for entering into Mumbai. For entering into out of Mumbai, that is any Maharashtra college, your scores should be somewhere around 610, not below 600, around 600 to 610. So that much score you have to get it. But if you want comfortable entry in government medical colleges in Mumbai, then it has to be something above 630, 640 as of now. Okay. Yes. Then what else? Uh, yeah. So I think I'm covering majority of your doubts also. I have covered. How much minimum required for AIMS? Okay. AIMS was initially taking its own examinations, its own, AIMS examinations, but now through NEET itself, the AIMS admissions are going to be carried out. Now there are total 9 AIMS colleges spread all over India, and each college has a capacity of 100 students per year. Only Delhi AIMS has increased the seats to something around 180. So roughly we can say there are almost 1,000 seats allotted for AIMS. And the students all over India rank जिनके पहले 1,000 में आएंगे ना, first 1,000 ranks जो है ना, they are eligible to directly get into AIMS. But there is a very big DUT in between. Caps में है वो भी. क्या है वो but बेटा कि many students they don't want to leave their own city and go to different cities and study. So many students would not take the opportunity even if they get into Delhi AIMS. Delhi AIMS is considered as the best number one college all over India. And even abroad, AIMS के doctors are considered next to God. उनको है ना गॉड के जैसा ये मिलता है, रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है, क्योंकि एम्स में पता है व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एम्स का स्टडी एंड योर नॉर्मल गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज का स्टडी. Even if you go get into KEM or Sion or Nair or BJ or anywhere, even if you get ना, still AIMS वालों को first preference दिया जाता है हर जगह पर, क्योंकि फर्स्ट तो वो पहले टॉपर्स है, फर्स्ट 1,000 रैंक्स मतलब वो टॉपर्स है ये एग्जाम के. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. एंड सेकंड थिंग इज व्हाट बेटा, लाइक व्हेन यू विल बी डूइंग प्रैक्टिकल्स, व्हेन यू विल बी डूइंग प्रैक्टिकल्स, सो प्रैक्टिकल्स के टाइम पे ना द टीचर्स मेक ग्रुप ऑफ अराउंड 20 पीपल, 20 स्टूडेंट्स का एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं, 15 to 20 स्टूडेंट्स का एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं, कभी कभी उससे ज़्यादा. And you're made to actually do the practicals on only one cadaver, that is one dead body. एक बॉडी पे 20 लोग काम करते हैं नॉर्मल अपने रेगुलर गवर्नमेंट कॉलेजेस में. बट एम्स में कैसा होता है ना, वन स्टूडेंट वन डेड बॉडी. सो हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ज़्यादा आ जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. ओके. सो एम्स के डॉक्टर्स को इसीलिए बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्ट भी मिलता है, प्रेफरेंस भी मिलता है, एंड दे आर द बेस्ट ऑफ कोर्स, नो डाउट. So if you are able to get into AIMS, nothing like it. I would always say that don't miss a chance if you get AIMS. AIMS दिल्ली मिले, जोधपुर मिले, ऋषिकेश मिले, जहाँ कहीं मिलता है ना AIMS, go for it. It's always best. And second thing is about the fees. If you look at the fees of AIMS and the fees of even our government medical colleges, बहुत ज़्यादा difference है, बहुत ज़्यादा. तो अगर आप गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेते हो तो आपकी ईयरली फी समवेयर अराउंड 60 to 70,000 के बीच में जाती है. ओके, इंक्लूडिंग एवरीथिंग, सब मिलाकर. एंड एम्स अगर आप लेते हो तो आपकी ईयरली फी कितनी है पता है आपको? डू यू नो 1 ईयर की फी कितनी है? एग्जैक्टली. इट्स इंक्लूडिंग योर खाना, रहना, स्टडी करना, लैब का खर्चा, सब कुछ मिलाकर इट डजंट गो अबाउट 2,500 पर ईयर मैक्सिमम. मैं मैक्सिमम, हायर लिमिट बता रही हूँ. सो 2,500 पर ईयर इज लाइक and you are going to get the the most respected way आपके पास देखा जाएगा. So that is the thing which is also very important, that and it's like a very respected and renowned institute. So if you get into AIMS, nothing like it. Okay. What are you asking beta? The AFMC doctors, because it's also yeah, of course. But for AFMC what happens na beta? For AFMC you should fit into the physical criteria also, your height, your weight, your eyesight, everything is going to be taken into consideration. So they are also, of course, they are also of very great importance, because ultimately they are working for whom? They are going to work for the army, the defense force, right? Armed forces. So definitely, even those doctors, in general, doctors, of course, now so you know, look around you. If you look around you, अगर आप देख रहे हो आज के कोविड के कंडीशन में, तो हु आर द मोस्ट sought after professionals? The doctors, the nurses, the medical staff, right? So we are seeing, I mean, doctors are not going home for almost 3 days. I know few of the doctors who don't, they have not come home for the last 72 hours, 48 hours. आते ही नहीं है, पेशेंट्स है इतने, क्या करे? So in that case, of course, it's a very challenging time right now for every one of us. So we want more from medical professionals, and we want, of course, and that is like now they have decided to come up with more AIMS colleges in UP. They have already started with some 3 or 4 colleges for construction also, and now they are feeling the urge of having more medical facilities available to the general public and all. So you all are going to have a better option. आप जब तक मेडिसिन में जाने की इच्छा रखोगे ना, तब तक और सीट्स बढ़ेंगे सारे कॉलेजेस के. So that is also one more thing. Yeah, what is that, beta? They have a tie-up for at least 10 years. Yeah, that is there because they are giving you all the facilities. So आज join किया, कल छोड़ दिया नहीं होता है. Yeah, after completing AIMS, our doctors, then we can approach to Mumbai. Yeah, of course. In India, you can go anywhere. In India, your degree will be valid anywhere and everywhere. You don't have to give any other exam. Okay, but unluckily महाराष्ट्र में अभी तक एक भी एम्स कॉलेज कंस्ट्रक्ट नहीं हुआ है. They are planning to start a college at Nagpur. So the things are already in process. So maybe within 2 years, if it comes in Maharashtra, then nothing like it, है ना? So that is one more opportunity that can be taken by you people. You guys are really very lucky, I would say. 10th भी cancel हो गया, है ना? टेंशन ही चला गया कि बुरा हुआ, बहुत पढ़ाई की थी तो देनी थी 10th की एग्जाम आपको. क्या था आपका अप्रोच, क्या था? You wanted to give, yeah, you have now got relaxed. चलो यार, जान बची, छूट गए, हाँ? So yeah, I know. So some, yeah, exactly. Some wanted कि अरे we have studied so much और हमको नहीं मिला यार. What is this? It was sad. Yeah, I know. Many students feel bad about it. कि कुछ नहीं किया, पूरा साल भर हम लोग घर पे रहे. मम्मी डैडी ने बोला बाहर नहीं जाने का, ये नहीं करने का, वो नहीं करने का. All rules imposed, and it's of no use now. But it will be useful. Don't worry. कभी भी knowledge बेकार नहीं जाती है ना? It will be useful. Surely it will be useful. Okay, so I think I have. Yeah. Night study is also included in that, but I know. So we all have gone through this, and we all have actually, we know that what are the pains and what are the gains out of it now. After so many years, that time you come to know, you realize that भाई जो होता है अच्छे के लिए ही होता है ना? So anyway, so I think I have majority. I had told someone I'll come back to your question. Who was it? Yeah, I don't remember. And what's the question? My dears, when I cleared NEET, when I went into medicine, we did not have NEET exam. There were no competitive exams that time. It was very long back. It was based on our 12th standard syllabus के board marks, including PCMB. Look at it. कितना injustice हुआ था हमारे batches पे. हमारे टाइम पे ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. इतने साल पहले, मतलब I don't even remember how many years before now. वो टाइम पे कुछ नहीं था. नीट नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था. It was just purely based on your 12th standard board exams का percentage with PCMB. M was also compulsory for us. It was like a very bad time that time. Yeah, Janvi, can you please repeat your question? I really lost the link, my dear. I'm so sorry. 8th grade marks counted for the admission? No. 8th grade का कुछ लेना देना नहीं है बेटा. Janvi, can you please retype your question, because I wanted to talk on that particular topic by sharing the whiteboard with you all, and I lost it completely. No, I told you about the marine biology. I told you something, but I wanted to tell something else. I lost it. I don't remember who was it. You did not give NEET for marine biology. It's not needed. Okay. Yeah. So that time I told you. Yeah. Good. Thank you, beta. Thank you. I recollected. See, I'll just put up over here for you all to understand what fields you are going to go into, for which you have to give NEET. Okay. So I'll just put down over here. For NEET, if you qualify NEET, then you can go for first option, that is MBBS. The second option will be BDS. I'm sorry, I did not put two. Second option will be BDS, that is dental. Third option will be BUM, BAMS, that is Ayurveda. The fourth option would be uh, BHMS, that's going to be homeopathy. Then you have got the fifth one, that is B full stop PPH. ऐसा क्या क्या मैंने B T T H, that is physiotherapy. Okay. Then you have got B61 will be BUMS, that is Unani medicines. So many students they go for Unani also. So there is Unani medicine, one more field of medicine. Then you have got something called as uh, B veterinary, that is your veterinary sciences. Actually, it is BVSC, but याद नहीं रहता इसलिए मैं बी वेट लिख रही हूँ. उसका कोर्स का नाम है BVSC, that is B veterinary sciences करके. So that is your veterinary. So for these all things, if you are planning to go ahead for becoming any of these professionals, only then you will be giving your NEET exams. Okay. Otherwise, you will be having bio for rest. Like for example, I can tell you there is one more exam which I was talking about. That is for research. For research, the exam name is going to be KVPY. Okay. Kishore Vaigyanik Pariksha Yojana. That is KVPY. Fine. Then if you want to go ahead for something called as uh, B Pharma, then the exam as of now that you have to give is MHCET. Fine. And for any other, like you don't have to give any competitive exams for going into marine biology, botany, zoology, microbiology, biochemistry. You don't require anything like that here. And then the third point which I was actually emphasizing on was something like this, that is if you want to go ahead with uh, biotech, or you want to go ahead with genetics, anything about genetics, okay? Or you want to go ahead with environmental science, anything like that way. Then the like you have to appear for, अगर आप इसमें से कुछ करना चाहते हो, तो you have to appear for your JEE plus you will have to have biology in board exams. Okay, so आपको bio compulsory होगा to be taken in the board exams. ठीक है. So biotech, genetics, EVS आपको PCM तो लेना पड़ेगा because you'll be appearing for JEE, and bio you should be there in your board exams. These are the things that you cannot forget. ठीक है. So these are the few points which I wanted to discuss in detail. Okay, so I think you all can, if you want, of course, you all can just make a note of these. If you want, you can make a note of these so that you'll come to know that how the things are progressing. एंड सपोज यू आर नॉट श्योर कि मुझे क्या करना है, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं बेटा, आप चारों सब्जेक्ट ले लीजिए। फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री तो कॉमन है, आप मैथ्स और बायो भी ले लीजिएगा। एंड देन आफ्टर फ्यू डेज और अदर फ्यू मंथ्स ना, you will come to know automatically that what is your choice. ओके, तो इफ यू आर कंफ्यूज्ड एज ऑफ नाउ कि बाप रे अभी कैसे मैं बताऊं, अभी तो मेरा मतलब जस्ट 10th भी नहीं हुआ है, कुछ नहीं हुआ है, अभी मैं कैसे यार, मुझे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मैं इंजीनियरिंग करूं, मैं मेडिसिन करूं, मैं बीएससी करूं, मैं फार्मा करूं, मैं क्या करूं, मुझे कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो इट्स ओके, आप फिलहाल के लिए चारों सब्जेक्ट्स ले लीजिएगा। And then at any time you can take a call and you can discontinue with any of the one, or you can continue with all the four. And you can, like, there are so many students who appear for JEE also and for NEET also, because they have taken all the four subjects. तो आपको और एक ऑप्शन ओपन हो जाता है। तो ऐसे भी करने वाले लोग हैं बेटा। सो राइट नाउ डोंट वरी, डोंट टेक टू मच ऑफ स्ट्रेस कि मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे पता नहीं है। हाँ, इफ यू आर फोकस्ड, अगर आपका फोकस है कि नहीं मुझे यही करना है, गुड, work towards attaining that goal. Okay, and otherwise don't take too much of tension as of now. Just attend all the four lectures, and within few months only you will come to know that what is your forte, what is your cup of tea. Okay, got it? Okay, have you all noted down these things? Can I stop the share screen? Okay, fine. Well, so on this note, I think I've cleared almost everyone's doubts. If there are still any, then you can ask me anytime, no doubt about that. Whenever you want, you can, uh, ask me via the lectures, or you can ask Hemangi ma'am or Kiran ma'am, whoever is, with you all. You can ask them to arrange con call for us, something like that. I'll be there with you all. Don't worry about it. Yeah, what is your doubt, beta? After doing graduation from AFMC, would it be possible for us to go abroad to practice? Yeah. You can go abroad, no problem. Even that is a valid degree. Whatever you take a degree, that would be a valid degree. But along with that, you will have to give an extra exam. So mandatory है, सिर्फ साइंस वालों के लिए नहीं, सबके लिए वो एक मैंडेटरी एग्जाम है जो आपको देनी होती है। ओके, yes. Can I get a job abroad if I do? Yeah, you can. Rather, there is a very high scope. Abroad, there is a very high scope for veterinary sciences. Yes, you can definitely get. You can definitely. Okay. At a time, how many? You can give as many as entrance exams you want, but nowadays you have got only 3 basic exams. One will be your NEET, second will be your KVPY, and third will be your CET. Rest all exams have been, abolished from India. There are only 3 exams which are being practiced. So you can give all 3 of them. And of course, there are other exams like deeper exam. There is one exam called as deeper, which is a practice to your need. So it won't give you any, added qualification. It's like a practice. Okay. So there are many which like, practice वाले बहुत सारे हैं, but जो 3 मेन है, ये 3 है बेटा। एक है अपना नीट, एक है अपना KVPY और तीसरा है CET। ये 3 कॉम्पिटिटिव है, ठीक है। एंड यू कैन गिव ऑल 3, एंड आई वुड बी हैप्पी इफ यू गिव ऑल 3, बिकॉज कंटेंट सेम है। कंटेंट जो भी मैं पढ़ाने वाली हूँ आपको, वो सेम कंटेंट है, कोई फर्क नहीं है उसमें, है ना। No, now they don't have their own entrance exam. That's what I told you. They don't have their own entrance exam now. Fine. Okay. So I'll just quickly, let's have some discussion over a very small topic, I would say, in fact. That is one question which I would like to ask you all. Can I ask you all one question? You are asking me so many questions. I answered all your questions, right? So I would like to ask you all one question. Can I? Will you answer me? Okay. Thank you so much. So my question is very simple. And that question is, tell me that, and you have to prove it, huh? I mean, science ऐसा होता है ना बेटा, अपना सब्जेक्ट, साइंस ऐसा एक सब्जेक्ट है ना जहाँ विदाउट प्रूफ कुछ भी एक्सेप्ट नहीं होता है। सो आपको इसको ना प्रूफ करना पड़ेगा, जो भी आप आंसर दोगे ना, आपको उसको जस्टिफाई करना होगा, ठीक है। सो माई वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन इज, आर यू ऑल लिविंग? आप जिंदा हो? बोलोगे क्या मिस, शाम को आप ऐसे कुछ भी गंदी गंदी बातें कर रहे हो, क्या है, क्या चल क्या रहा है आपके माइंड में? I know you all are living, but I want justification from you all. How can you say so confidently, yes, I'm living? How you would tell this? I mean, कि हाँ भाई मैं जिंदा हूँ. Okay, because you are breathing. Because we have the characteristics of living. What are those exactly? We can perform various life processes. Okay, very good. Come on, add up. I mean, you can answer whatever comes to your mind. We are breathing and moving. Okay, very good, Aryahi. Then Poromitha is saying we can feel things around us. Very nice. Yes, my dear. You're right. Pratham is saying by movement. Correct. Who else? Janvi. Your brain is active. Yes, my dear. Khushbu is saying something which went ahead. Okay, we are made of living cells. Very nice. I'm aware of consciousness. Okay, Drashti, your way of saying is correct, but I would like to add up to that. I mean, what are those 7 things? We have got different systems working in our body. Very good, Vidhi. Yes, beta. चलो और भी बहुत सारे लोग हो रहे, तुम लोग बताओ बताओ, कुछ तो बताओ। और क्या करते हैं हम लोग जिसको हम प्रूफ करते हैं कि हाँ मैं लिविंग हूँ, ये प्रूफ करने के लिए व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट वी आर डूइंग माय डियर्स? वेरी नाइस दृष्टि, वेरी गुड माय डियर। या ऊर्जा इज सेइंग हार्ट इज बीटिंग, दृष्टि इज सेइंग growth and reproduction. Okay, so Prisha has given majority of the things: respiration, nutrition, growth, excretion, reproduction, movement. Very nice, Prisha. Excellent. Yes, my dear Khushbu, I wanted this answer, and Khushbu has answered this perfectly. Very good, Khushbu. Excellent. I was just waiting for someone to give me this particular answer, and I got it, and I'm so happy. सही लग रहे तुम लोग सब, मस्त हो एकदम। जो मुझे एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन आंसर है सारे तुम लोग ने दे दिए। आई एम सो हैप्पी अबाउट इट, सीरियसली आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट इट। यू नो आई आस्क्ड यू दिस क्वेश्चन, ये मैंने क्वेश्चन क्यों पूछा था? बिकॉज 11th स्टैंडर्ड का फर्स्ट चैप्टर का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है that what says the difference between living and non-living. Okay, so I just this is the way I would unless and until this COVID is there with us, we have got no option but to go ahead with this particular type of teaching and coaching. Yeah, and someone had asked me about the reference books. I don't remember who had asked me about the reference books, but I told you we don't need the reference books because we'll be providing you with everything. Apart from that, you will get all the PowerPoint presentations that the chapters which I'll teach you. So सारे chapters के है ना बेटा, आपको PPTs मिल जाएंगे आपके WhatsApp पे चैप्टर खत्म होने के बाद। ठीक है, तो आपको कोई टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है कि ये मिस ने कुछ बताया था, मैं भूल गई, मैं भूल गया, अब मैं क्या करूं। कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आपके पास पीपीटी पड़ा हुआ है आपके इसके ऊपर, व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर। यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो थ्रू इट and it will be with you all. Don't worry, you all will get it once we go ahead with the syllabus. Fine. So apart from the notes, whatever I do the board work, everything you will get it in the form of PPT. Okay. So here you can see the living world. This is the first chapter of your 11th standard. You can see some aquatic animals, you can see flowers, you can see amphibian, frog दिखाई दे रहा है, and of course this is our deer monkey. So they all are living, इसलिए इनके pictures डाले हुए हैं. What is the definition of biology first, because this is a session of bio, right? So what are the definitions? So the term biology is derived from the Greek word bios. Bios means life and logia means study. So it's study of life, which is, your biology. Now, what is the way of asking you questions in your competitive exams? कैसे पूछते पता है आपको? सिलेक्ट द इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट अमंग द फॉलोइंग। ये एक क्वेश्चन होता है, बहुत फेवरेट क्वेश्चन है एग्जामिनर्स का, आपको जितना हो सके उतना परेशान करने की कोशिश करता है ये वाला क्वेश्चन। कौन सा वाला क्वेश्चन? सिलेक्ट द इनकरेक्ट अमंग द फॉलोइंग। ठीक है, अब सेंटेंसेस 4 ऑप्शंस रहते हैं, 4 सेंटेंसेस रहते हैं, उसमें से वो क्या पूछते हैं आपको? The term biology is derived from the Latin word bios means life and logia means study of. अब आप जब टेक्स्ट बुक पढ़ते हो तो आप किसके ऊपर फोकस करोगे बेटा? जो बोल्ड लेटर्स है उसके ऊपर फोकस करोगे ना. You will focus on the term biology, bios and logia, or you may even focus on life and study of, but you would never thought of focusing on the word called as Greek, right? So what they have done, they have asked you a question which is very simple, very easy, but when we read, we only read from the bold letters point of view or from a particular conceptual point of view. So that is your competitive exam. The content is simple, it is very easy, but it seems to be difficult because we have no practice of reading any content in this way. So here what are we supposed to do? हमें क्या करना है? हमें थोड़ा सा अपना फोकस चेंज करना है. जो एवरी सेंटेंस हम रीड करेंगे, एवरी सेंटेंस में से क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं उसके बारे में ज्यादा सोचना है. Then it becomes very easy. So they just changed that word Greek to Latin and they made the sentence wrong. Now what happens with us? We generally look at bios means life, logia means study of. आप उसको टिक राइट है, ये राइट है, ये रॉन्ग हो ही नहीं सकता, मैंने पढ़ा है ये. Bios means life तो पूरे दुनिया को पता है, bios means life and logia means study of, ये सबको पता है. तो मैं तो गलत हूँ ही नहीं, मैं सही हूँ. बेटा तुम सही हो, लेकिन जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है उसमें एक छोटा सा उन्होंने क्या कहते हैं, if you are if you follow cricket and if you look into the IPL which is right now going on, I know today it's Mumbai Indians chance which is happening around with RR Rajasthan Royals. I have got interest in cricket इसलिए बात हो रही है. तो एक गूगली करके एक बॉल आता है, पता है आपको? Come on, are you all aware of this word गूगली? देखा है आपने? एग्जैक्टली exactly. तो ये जो गूगली होता है ना बेटा, वैसे ये नीट वाले हैं या ये लोग है ना, ये गूगली डालते हैं. जो एक्सपेक्टेड होता है वहां पर आता ही नहीं है बॉल, इसलिए आउट हो जाते हो फिर. तो हमें आउट नहीं होना है, हमें गूगली को भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से सिक्सर पे ही लेके जाना है बाय लुकिंग इनटू द कंटेंट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वे. So when you start looking at this concept in this particular way, then it becomes very easy. Correct? Becomes very simple. So this was the first sentence which I gave you an example that how the questions are going to be framed or they are framed for your competitive exams. So it is not difficult. It is not difficult. Second thing, why people feel that NEET is difficult, beta? Because there is negative marking. CET does not have negative marking, but NEET has got negative marking. It's +4 -5 -1. Okay, so you lose your total 5 marks. इसका मतलब क्या? If you don't attempt it, you get a 0. But if you attempt the question and the answer is wrong, you get -1. Okay, so rather than going into negative, it's better that you don't attempt it, है ना? But ऐसा टाइम नहीं आता है, आपको सब कुछ आ जाएगा eventually, सब कुछ आ जाएगा, believe me. Anyway, so here we saw the first sentence पे first question कैसे होता है. Okay, yeah. In all competitive exams ये googly twists होते रहते हैं, ठीक है? Well, then biology is the study of life and living organisms. Life can be defined as the property or quality of living organisms that distinguishes from the dead or non-living in some functions like growth, metabolism, response to stimuli, and reproduction. These all 4 characteristics were given by you all in the chat box, for which I was very happy and I congratulate you for giving me these answers. Perfectly given answers by all of you all. Correct? So that is about the 4 characteristics of living beings or being living, right? So we have to go into the details of all of them. So firstly, just like growth shows an increase in that particular chart. You can see over here how they have mentioned growth. So it is increase. So anything which is going to increase is equivalent to growth is something that we have to understand, right? Here you can see reproduction, of course, that is here they are showing pollination with the help of the insect, which will bring about the third plant to be born, right? Then here you can see metabolism, and here you can see response to stimuli. Now tell me one thing, you can see this metabolism. ये मेटाबॉलिज्म कन्वर्ट्स करके कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है आपको बेटा? अब इसके साथ है ना, आगे पीछे है ना, बहुत सारे वर्ड्स लिखे हुए हैं, बहुत सारे। सच बताओ मुझे, एज ऑफ नाउ पता है वो एक ऐसा आता है ना, एक पजल आता है, पजल आपने खेला है कि ये पजल में से सबसे पहले आपको कौन सा वर्ड दिखाई दिया, वो आपका ये डिफाइन करेगा, वो आपका वो डिफाइन करेगा। दिस इज द वे नाउ पीपल आर डूइंग टाइम पास, है ना? वी आर नॉट डूइंग टाइम पास, वी आर genuinely doing something good. So I'm just giving you a hint like that way. In this particular part, ये वाला जो है जहाँ मेरा भी कर्सर घूम रहा है, ये मेटाबॉलिज्म कन्वर्ट्स के अलावा आपको सबसे पहले कौन सा वर्ड दिखाई दिया? चलिए, टेल मी, which is the first word that caught your attention? Weight loss, calories, weight loss. Energy. Oh, nice. Urja. Oh, Urja, your name itself is energy, my dear. Energy, metabolism, converts, biology, weight loss. Okay. So I think majority of you all have given me weight loss, है ना? है ना? जो दिल में होता है, दिमाग में होता है, वही दिखता है, ऐसा कुछ है क्या? हाँ? ये अपने लॉकडाउन में 1 साल से घर पे ही पड़े हो, हाँ, टेंस का पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, ये बैठे-बैठे पुट ऑन किए हो, वेट लॉस ही दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? डोंट वरी, मैं आपको है ना वेट लॉस के लिए एक एकदम ऐसा कुछ जादुई मंत्र बताऊंगी। आज नहीं बताऊंगी, वी आर फॉलिंग शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अबाउट टू वाइंड अप इन द नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट्स। सो आज तो नहीं बताऊंगी मैं, लेकिन बताऊंगी जरूर नेक्स्ट क्लास पे जब हम मिलेंगे ना, दैट टाइम आई विल डेफिनेटली टेल यू द easiest mantra. You know by what? By something called as metabolism. So we'll have a very beautiful discussion that day also. Anyways, and fourth point is response to stimuli. We all respond to stimulus, right? Of course we do. है ना? वो टीवी पे देखा है क्या, वैक्सीनेशन लेते हुए देखा है आपने? आजकल न्यूज़ पे दिखाते हैं ना वैक्सीनेशन देते हुए, हैव यू ऑल सीन? अरे वो बंदा टीवी पे है, वो देने वाला टीवी पे है, वो लेने वाला टीवी पे है, लेकिन आप आउच आपका होता है ना यहाँ पर, सिर्फ देख के भी वो रिस्पॉन्स टू स्टिमुलाई आ जाता है, right? So yes, response to stimulus. So 4 are the basic living characteristics. There are 7, I agree, my dears, but the rest will come under metabolism. So broad classification of the characteristics of living organisms is going to be growth, reproduction, metabolism, and response to stimuli. Got it? Understood till here? Okay, let us go to the first one quickly, which is a very small one. I can definitely compete with growth part. Yeah. Growth is an important characteristic feature of living beings. They increase in number and mass. So who increase in number and mass? Living beings increase in number and mass. What does it signify? What does it increase? क्या increase होता है? Living beings increase होते हैं. Very nice, my dears. Yes, Prisha and Urja has given the correct answer. Cells increase. Body के cells increase होते हैं. So whenever I use the word increase, means growth, as I said just now. So increase in mass, increase in volume, increase in number, everything is equivalent to what? Growth. Correct? Understood? So anything which is associated with increase is equivalent to growth. So can I use growth and increase as synonyms over here? है ना? They are synonyms, correct? Now see, even the non-living objects grow in mass by accumulation of material on its surface. So not only living organisms grow, but even non-living organisms also grow, or non-living objects also grow by accumulation on the surface. Correct? अब देखिए, very simple वाली example मैं आपको देती हूँ. This is your summer season which is going on. The lakes, the ponds have actually dried up, right? They are saying that this year the monsoon is going to be, approaching very early in Mumbai. Have you all heard this? न्यूज़ पे दिखा रहे थे ये साल मानसून जल्दी आने वाला है. तो मानसून आता है मीन्स बारिश आती है, बारिश आती है तो क्या होता है बेटा, ये जो ड्राइड पॉन्ड्स, लेक्स, रिवर्स है, दे विल इंक्रीज in their volume, right? The water level will increase, the volume of water in that particular area will increase. So again, what is that? That is growth. But it is how is the growth? It is from the external sources. सो एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेस से जो ग्रोथ होती है ना बेटा, वो नॉन लिविंग ऑब्जेक्ट्स की होती है. On the other hand, look at the next point. Growth in the living beings takes place due to internal processes, that is cell division. So, in living organisms, the growth is going to be intrinsic, that is from within. And in non living objects, it's going to be extrinsic, that is from outside. Simple. One question again. Can you all tell me that हमारे जो nails होते हैं और हमारे जो बाल होते हैं, which type of growth are they? Internal or external, my dears? What do you think? Nail and hair. External, 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 external. One internal, external, external. So many of you all are saying external. One or two people are saying internal. Only one. No, two. Tabassum is also saying internal. Rest all of you all have given me the answer as external. Yes, Aryahi, you're very right, my dear. Excellent explanation and justification given by Aryahi. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Nishant is saying internal. Okay, so let me break this ice. My dears, look at the first, second, third, fourth point. Look at the fourth point again. What are they saying? In living beings, growth takes place due to internal process of cell division. So that is the answer to your question, that let it be nails or let it be hair, we all are living, and therefore the growth of the hair and nails is going to be internal. Okay, but दिखता तो बाहर है. चलो इसको भी मैं बताती हूँ. आपके बाल काटते हो आप, you cut your hair, boys, come on, कि ponytail डाला हुआ है आपने, cut your hair ना, समर कट किया है कि नहीं बॉयज? मस्त लगता है वो समर कट, है ना, बहुत गर्मी होती है नहीं तो वो जो समर कट करते हो, उसके बाद आपके बाल बढ़ते हैं, तब क्या मम्मा आके चिपकाती है क्या बाल? डज योर पेरेंट कम एंड चिपका के जाते हैं बाहर से? इज इट एक्यूमुलेटेड फ्रॉम आउटसाइड? नो ना, it's from within, right? So the hair root follicles are living, which are undergoing cell division, which is giving the product called as hair, जो अंदर से बाहर की तरफ ग्रो होता है. तो ग्रोथ हमें बाहर की तरफ दिखती है, लेकिन ग्रोथ होती कहाँ है बेटा? नीचे से कोई आके आपके बाल को चिपका चिपका कर लंबा करता है, इज इट टेकिंग नेचुरली इनसाइड विदिन? इंटरनली हो रहा है ना. एग्जैक्टली. नेल्स देखो गर्ल्स, नाउ आई कम टू गर्ल्स. इट शुड नॉट बी एन इनजस्टिस ना, मैंने बॉयज को बताया हेयर के लिए, और अगर मैं गर्ल्स का नाम ना लूँ तो गुस्सा हो जाएंगे यार मेरे पे. तो गर्ल्स, यू विल अप्लाई नेल पॉलिश, नेल पेंट लगाते हो? मैंने नहीं लगाया, आई एम नॉट वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ इट. तो नेल पेंट जब लगाते हो, तो व्हेन यू अप्लाइड, यू आर अप्लाइंग टू द बेस ऑफ योर नेल, राइट? And then after few days, when you see the white color ka nail is going to be there below and your paint is going, moving up, correct? तो आपके nails यहाँ से नहीं बढ़ते हैं, आपके nails यहाँ से बढ़ते हैं, correct? वो भी एक आपको मतलब easily समझ में आ जाएगा. So the growth is from inside moving outside. The growth will never be from this end, never. So let it be nail, let it be hair, let it be bones, let it be red blood cell, let it be white blood cells, let it be cartilage, let it be muscle cells, let it be any type of cells. The cells are continuously going to grow from within internally, which will prove that we all are living. Okay, so this is about the human beings or animals. Even plants show continuous growth throughout their life, while animals show growth up to a certain age. तो हमारा जो हाइट है ना बेटा, वो एक सर्टन एज तक बढ़ता है. कहाँ तक, कब तक बढ़ता है अपना हाइट? टिल व्हाट एज? डू यू ऑल नो? या 18 years, approximately 18 years तक होता है. So you all are around 15-16 years, so you still have got a chance of increasing your height, right? Exactly. So by that time, by the age of 18, why the growth will, the growth of the height will stop? Because actually the growth of the long bones is going to stop. तो जो हमारे लॉन्ग बोन्स होते हैं ना, तो वो बोन्स की जो कैपेसिटी है डिवाइड होने की, वो स्टॉप हो जाती है. इसीलिए हमें एक परमानेंट हाइट मिल जाती है. करेक्ट, साइज नहीं बोलूंगी, साइज तो ऑल्टर होती रहेगी जिंदगी भर, सो साइज की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं इंक्रीज इन हाइट की बात कर रही हूँ, राइट। सो हमारे इसमें थोड़े लिमिटेशंस है, बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द प्लांट्स, आप प्लांट को कितनी भी बार अगर कट करते हो ना, कीपिंग द रूट सिस्टम इंटैक्ट, इट विल रीग्रो, right? So they are saying that plant shows continuous growth while animals show growth up to a certain age. Did you all understand this particular growth का part very nicely, my dears? समझा ना? Yes. So वैसे ही ना बेटा, आगे हमें और 3 देखने हैं, that is reproduction को हमें थोड़ा सा समझना है अच्छी तरह से, and metabolism, जहाँ मैं आपको कुछ टिप्स दूंगी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स योर फोर्थ वुड बी रिस्पॉन्स टू स्टिमुलाई, जो बहुत फनी होगा। एनीवे, सो whenever we meet for the next time, I'll go ahead with the content as well, and I'll be giving your queries के doubts also मैं clear कर दूंगी whenever we meet next time। कुछ है तो jot down करके रखो, even if your parents have got any doubts, if even they want to talk to us, you can definitely tell them also, and we can organize a session, okay, not an issue. So I hope you all have understood this. Which book we need to buy right now? There is lockdown going on, it will be very difficult for you all to get any books, so right now don't worry, I'll send you these ppts as and when I complete. Whenever everything will be open for you all, that time you can buy 11th standard NCERT textbook and 11th standard Maharashtra state government textbook. So when to buy that na, during our lecture sessions, I'll type in the chat box and I'll give it to you. Okay, we can that time I'll tell you when to buy. Right now, don't worry. Fine. So it was very nice interacting with you, and you all were giving me so beautiful answers, and I'm so happy that I've got so lively students with me. So thank you so much, and I think I can stop the share. And yeah, Hemangi ma'am, can we end the meeting, or you want to say anything?
Yes,
Shall
ma'am,
we?
we can.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, beta. See you all. Have a nice evening and a very good night. And let's meet again. Right? Yeah, yeah. Bye, bye.